Before Scientology, I was a stripper and I did OnlyFans.
We both would constantly talk about like, okay, how are we going to transition you out of this?
How did you get onto that path in the first place?
What I was looking for was freedom and money. And what's really like advertised in the world is stripping and OnlyFans for girls. Like that was like, that's how you get freedom. That's how you get money. It's actually a total lie. You don't get any freedom. You actually get more trapped. I was told that only celebrities were allowed to go there, but the building was so huge and it was beautiful. And I was always just like, how many celebrities are Scientologists? And you go from like being like, we're going to be together forever and it's going to be so awesome, to then it becomes like a confront drill. Like, we're going to be together forever. Like, oh my God.
All right. Welcome to the Don't Do Nothing podcast. And today we have our special guest, Ashley Bachand.
Good job.
And she is not only a mother of two, but she is this amazing powerhouse that has been backing up her incredible husband, Brad, who you all know.
That's me.
Building their empire, building their company. In the last 7 years, they've literally 20x'd their company. Okay? So let's give her an applause and we want to hear from her. Yay!
We've never done applause before.
It's a
That's
first.
fantastic.
I know, that's great. Applause.
Good
Great.
addition.
Okay. So we were just talking right before this and I wanted to really understand. So you've been working with your husband, and how did that start at the beginning? Like, why did you guys decide to embark on this journey of working together?
This is going to be so good.
Okay, so
Because the answer to this question alone.
Dude, let her talk.
Oh my
okay,
gosh.
so I will tell you, I wasn't working with Bradley like the whole time he was at Home Love
Bradley.
at all.
Oh, yeah.
Cute.
She calls me Brad. Yeah. So there's
oh,
like
sorry, I
three
called
people
him
who call
Bradley.
me Bradley. It's like her, my mom, my dad.
If
And,
I
like,
call
maybe
him
one
Brad,
other
he's
distant
like, what did
relative.
you just say? I'm like, oh my God, okay, it's just Bradley now.
Yeah.
No, but he was working in Home Love for I think a couple of years. I was doing my own thing, pre-Scientology.
Yeah.
And when we found Scientology, I had done some auditing and different things and realized I had to make like an actual life change, career change. I wouldn't even call it a career, but a career change.
Right.
And I did initially go and work for somebody's solar company.
Oh.
And the way they were selling solar was a little sketchy. So I didn't like that. And then on top of it, I was like, this feels really weird. I have a husband who owns a business. Like I could just be helping him grow his business and not helping some other random dude.
Right.
And so I left and I asked Bradley for a job. And it was like the worst thing I've ever had to do. Like I never wanted to ask. I never wanted to work for anybody, but on top of it, I never wanted to ask anyone for a job. So I was like crying on the phone, like,
Aww.
"Can I please have a job?"
Aw.
And he was like, "Yeah, of course, I would love for you to work for me." So yeah,
That's
where
amazing.
that's where we started.
Yeah.
That's
Okay.
amazing.
Can I add some context now?
Yeah.
So I think in the interim, there was one short period of time where you actually did work for the company for like a very brief period of time, and then you were just kind of like, I need to do my own thing.
This was when I was living at your parents' house.
Oh yeah, also that
Wait, when was the other time?
when our office was in Tampa, but also, anyways, God,
This
there's
is
so many.
normal, by the way.
Yeah.
What, bantering husband and wife?
Wait,
Yeah.
what was the other time?
Yeah,
in
of course.
Tampa? Because I just remember trying to work for
Yeah.
your parents when I was living at their house, and
Yeah,
then
yeah.
obviously that didn't work.
Yeah.
And then I just continued to do my own thing, and then it was only after Scientology is when I worked for you.
That's true. Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right.
How did you find Scientology?
So I will be honest, I was definitely not looking for it at all.
Okay.
At this point, I was in total apathy on like religion. There's nothing that can be done about anything. It was like just nothing.
Wow.
Bradley came home and was like, hey, I toured the Church of Scientology and I started this course. And I was definitely like, had my own reaction to that. I just had so much false data on what it was.
Uh-huh.
And yeah, so it took me like a little bit of time to really decide to try it. There's a couple things
What was the
happened.
turning point that made you feel like, okay, I'm actually interested. I want to look into this?
It was two things.
Yeah.
So I have always had the stable datum that you and your partner have to have the same belief system to make things work.
Yeah.
And so when he was like, I'm a Scientologist, I was like, I'm not going to be a Scientologist. So like, we can't be together.
Oh.
So I went out to a club one night, and that was like my normal thing that I did. And for like the first time ever, I actually looked at the guys in my environment, like just the people. And I was like, oh my God. Like it was just the first time that I ever actually confronted, like, these were the people I was hanging out with.
Okay.
And all these guys were just, I would never in a million years date any of those people. And so it made me actually just confront, like, okay, what am I doing? I don't feel like I'm one of these people. So whatever. And then a couple of weeks went by, and then Bradley showed me the other button I had on religion was like, I don't want to be told what to do. So
Right. Because
like,
you're self-determined.
yeah, like I can do whatever I want.
Which I knew the entire time.
Yeah. So
So?
he showed me in one of his course books the line, what's true for you is true. And I was
Yeah.
like, okay, interesting. Like, let me try this and see what's up. Because I was like, if they're going to let me determine for myself what is right and what is wrong, I'm here for it. So, yeah.
Which I think is one of the most amazing things about Scientology. Like, I don't know any other religion that you can read the scriptures and doctrine and see what is true for you.
Yeah.
And how does that apply to yourself? And does it work for you or does it not work for you?
Yeah.
And that's one of the things I love about Scientology as well.
Yeah.
It's beautiful.
Yeah, it's awesome.
And then, so has Scientology helped you with raising your kids?
Oh, definitely. Yeah. Yeah. I'm trying to think. It's just like made me more aware. I can handle so much more randomity, like just everything. Yeah. Yeah. There was even a point in time where we had one kid, and I was like, this is crazy. Like, I cannot have another one. I don't even know what the hell I'm doing. And then Bradley started an action called Superpower.
Okay.
And it made him just want to like expand more and do more things. And he was like, we're going to have more kids. And I literally started crying. I'm like, I cannot have more children. Like, I can't handle the one that we have. And I started the same action, and that handled it. Like, I could feel like I could have 10 kids right now and be totally fine.
Oh, that's so beautiful.
Yeah. So it's awesome.
Wow.
Yeah.
I love that, because in this day and age, I've seen more and more, like there's this kind of societal push to like have either no kids or maybe only one kid.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And I feel like it's part of the trouble that we have right now today in the society.
Yeah.
And I think that's beautiful how Scientology actually helped you to overcome your own barriers on that.
Yeah. Yeah, even when I met Bradley, like, I think initially I was like, I don't even want kids, like, which is like something else. But I obviously met him, and I was like, wow, I like you enough to have a kid with you. But yeah, Scientology has just made it like, just made me come so much more uptone on family and like having a family. And yeah, I think we constantly like push the number up. Like, we were at, we want 4 kids. And the other day I was like, I think we want 6. Like, I just want kids. Like, I just want a lot of kids. And I'm one of 10. So I initially was like, that was one of the reasons I was like, no, that was crazy. I never want to do that again. But now
Were you the oldest?
I was the oldest. So
I feel you.
It was always like, they're watching you, like, in what you do. I always used to tell my mom, can you just tell them to stop watching? Like, that's, I don't know, like, please.
Don't look.
Like, don't look. So, yeah.
That's cool. Where did you grow up?
I grew up in Newport Richey, so it's like
right around here.
Yes. So
I can't even. That's
Me
amazing.
too.
What?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
When I used to go to the beach with my friends in high school, I would sea flag, and I used to think like, okay, so I was told that only celebrities were allowed to go there, but the building was so huge and it was beautiful, and I was always just like, how many celebrities are Scientologists? And also like, I was like,
logical thinking.
Yeah, for me, I was like,
Exactly.
I would love to be a celebrity. Like, who doesn't want to be a celebrity? So I was like, I used to always think like, is
How old were you?
Scientology the thing? Probably like 17, 18. Yeah. So.
And then you were like, is Scientology the thing?
Yeah, like, I mean, that was in the back of my head. Like, is it the thing that makes you a celebrity? I mean, if there's that many celebrities that they have to build a building that big, I mean, it might be the thing. But then I kind of just disregarded it,
Yeah.
I was like, okay, whatever. But
gosh.
For the
So
record, not only celebrities can go there.
Yeah. Thank you. Thank you for
Like,
clarifying that.
Yeah.
But to chime in on other episodes, Aaron and I have talked about this and done the math. There is a far higher likelihood of you becoming a billionaire, just statistically, as a Scientologist versus not. From zero, by the way, like from nothing. Like if you actually just divide the number of populations by total population, then you divide the number of billionaires who practice Scientology, who we know about, by the way, right?
Versus total Scientologists
versus
population,
total-
the chances are like much higher.
That makes sense to me.
like 1,000x.
Now, tell me, why do you think that is?
Ooh.
Why do I think that
Yeah,
you're more
that
likely?
statistic would be there.
Because I'm trying to think. I know for me, like I've kind of learned for myself that like I have more value and I can exchange like more value with society. And that's how you make a lot of money, is actually exchanging a valuable product.
Right.
So, yeah, I think a lot of people kind of forget that now.
I agree with you. And then what was there a course that you did that helped you understand like what a valuable product is and how to determine what could be a valuable product? Is there any particular course that you did?
To be honest, not a course. I
Okay.
did auditing and
Okay.
realized that I was not exchanging a valuable product in life.
Okay.
And making that switch, like, and actually just then having the experience of like building something and creating something valuable. And obviously we've done really well doing that. So just seeing it like in action has helped me a lot.
I want to provide a little bit of context. So, Whitney was pretty much born in Scientology. Your parents are Scientologists. So she's been studying for a long time. She's done probably 3 times as many courses as I have done.
Wow.
And probably like 20 times as many courses you guys have done. Because you guys are relatively new. You guys started, what, 4 years ago, 6 years ago, was it?
4.5, something
4.5 years ago.
Yeah.
So Whitney basically has done like a lot. She's studied a lot of stuff. So just kind of putting out there.
Yeah, I
That's
read a lot
beautiful.
of things in courses that definitely help with that. Just my own experience and like making the switch in life was like the biggest thing for me. And actually seeing it occur was, great. So before Scientology, I was a stripper and I did OnlyFans. And that's what I was doing when I found Scientology.
Well, actually, I'm not that surprised because there's so many people now on Instagram. From what I've heard, I don't actually know for sure, but I've heard that you can even have it on your Instagram profile saying that you're OnlyFans. And apparently
You can say that now, really?
I
I used to
mean-
get taken down 24/7 for having that. So I believe that it's probably progressed that far to where you can just hourly be like, this is what I do. But
Wow.
yeah. So I would definitely not call it a career.
Okay.
I just don't know what else to call it. Like a really criminal, I don't know. Like, yeah.
I
criminal
know.
thing that I
It's
did.
kind of rough. It's kind of rough,
Yeah.
that's what's happening today. But
Oh,
you
yeah.
found your way out. And you
Yeah.
were willing to look and open your eyes to see that there was something else out there.
Yeah.
And there was some other path. And what do you think what was the determining factor that made you want to look and see?
So I did an auditing action, what's called a life repair.
Okay.
And I just remember like wanting to be right in life constantly, like never ending, just wanting to be right, even if it was on things that I absolutely should not be right about. And in that action, I just felt like the auditor just made me so right to the point where I was like, shit, I might be wrong. Like this actually might not be okay for me to do. It just brought me to the point where I was like, okay, I might be wrong. This is actually probably not okay. So
Well done.
yeah.
One other thing that I remember very distinctly from that time period is us talking about like, because I think on some level, like we both knew that it was like wrong. Obviously, I knew that this was going on, and I was like huge cheerleader for
Probably
yeah.
is my biggest
The,
cheerleader.
the biggest sponsor.
That's right. So anyways, the thing that I remember though is that we both would constantly talk about like, okay, how are we going to transition you out of this?
Yeah.
Like we probably had that conversation 10 times.
Yeah.
Oh.
At the point where I realized, okay, this is actually wrong, like spiritually, I don't want to do this. It then came the problem of like, I have literally destroyed all my ability from doing this. Like when I would actually
What do you mean you destroyed your ability?
like when I would go to like think of like, okay, how am I going to get out of this? And I did this before Scientology. Like, how am I going to get out of this? When it came to actually creating, I could not create. Like there was no solution there. It was just like, so
you were stuck in being in an OnlyFans stripper situation.
yeah, basically. And so, yeah. So then when I realized, okay,
Shoot,
this is,
it's a trap. Yeah, it's a big
it's
trap.
Fully a
And
trap.
what made it like that? Like what? You just had to be doing it because you couldn't see it.
Yeah, you just couldn't like, I think when you go so long without like actually creating anything, because you're not creating anything when you're stripping and doing OnlyFans. Like taking your clothes off is not creating. Like,
right.
So when you go so long without creating and coming up with like really good solutions, you kind of like lose that ability to do that. So when I realized, okay, this is wrong, obviously it was like, what do I do next? And I remember telling somebody at the org, like, okay, this is great, but like, I have no idea.
Just so everybody knows, org means like our church.
Yes. Yeah. I went to somebody at the church and I was like, okay, I need to stop this, but I have no idea how. Like, what am I going to do? And they were like, what's your skills? And I was like, my skills are taking my clothes off. Like, I mean, just to be blunt, like I was like, I literally have no other skills. They're gone. Like, so
Wow.
I did another auditing action and that helped with that. But yeah.
Ashley, you're amazing. You got out of that.
Yeah, it was great.
Holy mackerel.
At the end of at the end of my life repair, I told my auditor, like, holy shit, this is it. Like, because I totally thought that there was nothing on this planet that could work.
Shoot.
And I could not believe it. I also knew that Grant and Elena Cardone were Scientologists.
Okay.
And I think I told Bradley one time, like, they're not really happy. Like, for sure, they're not really happy. Super nattery.
Yeah.
And at the end of my life repair, I was like,
and
damn.
nattery means talking badly about somebody else.
Yeah, like talking badly. And at the end of my life repair, I realized, like, oh my God, they're probably the happiest people ever. Like, they probably have a happy marriage, happy life, like, because this is amazing. So yeah, it was just great. It was awesome.
That is so beautiful.
I have a question too. Like, how did you get onto that path in the first place? Like, when did that occur? When you kind of, I don't know. This is before Bradley, I guess. No,
decided to be.
No.
Oh, it was with you. Okay, so
it was right when I found Bradley.
Bradley.
Oh,
Okay.
So okay,
like I said, biggest cheerleader.
Yeah. So we can go into like all the postulates that I had and decisions that led to it, but really, like at the end of the day, what I was looking for was freedom and money. And what's really like advertised and put out there in the world is stripping and OnlyFans for girls. Like that was like, that's how you get freedom. That's how you get money. It's actually a total lie. You don't get any freedom. You actually get more trapped.
Okay.
And when you say it was put out there, was there like someone who did it that told you like you should do it, or like was there anything that you saw like, or is it just like I guess every other movie talks about stuff like that?
I was gonna say movies growing up for me, like I always saw that, so I would always in the back of my mind be like, I'm gonna do that when I'm older. But then I also Googled, and I'm not blaming the Google search. Like I was totally looking for it, but I Googled how to make money online. And at the time it was webcamming is what popped up. I started with webcamming,
Okay.
which is like its other thing. But yeah, that's how I ended up getting into that. And I also I didn't want to let go of like the idea of being in like a 2D or like a relationship.
Yeah.
So I met Bradley and I brought up the concept to him because I was like, I want both. Like, I want like the normal marriage. I want to have kids, a family, but I also want to do this. And so I was like, is this okay? And he was like, yeah, totally fine. And then I went from there and started. So it was horrible. It was the worst decision I ever made. Just to be clear. Yeah.
Yeah. So on the episode where Aaron interviews me, I said several times, like, because there's a whole, her side and then my side, and they're equally bad. I had my own stuff going on at the time, but it was kind of like if you want your relationship to be miserable, if you just want your life to be miserable, like do this type of stuff.
Yeah.
Because this type of stuff, it just makes your whole life miserable, and in inexplicable ways, like ways that make sense when you actually like learn about how the mind works and how groups operate and how a relationship is supposed to work, right?
Yeah.
Like we just finished doing all the marriage courses, which are phenomenal.
Right.
And like, if you go into this sphere of activity, like your life will go down the drain basically. And it's very hard to get out of. The other thing is, I remember like so distinctly, you even still sometimes get questions about it, I notice, is whenever you would bring up that that's what you did, other women would ask you like, oh, I'm so interested. I've always, it's so, because it's advertised as like this great thing, be free, be a strong, and like literally realize that that's what like the insane kind of like mainstream media. And I mean, if you look at it, it's really a psychiatrist driven thing of like the free love type thing, right?
Yeah.
Like the strong, independent woman is like the morally loose woman,
Yeah.
right? That all is like what that world is like glorified as. But it's actually a living hell.
Yeah.
It sucks.
Yeah.
It's almost the opposite of like motherly. Like motherly having children, like it's kind of like the polar opposite.
Yeah.
That's right.
I'm assuming you had, I guess, made friends and people. Were a lot of people having children?
Yeah.
In that sphere.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah, I had a friend that like she was 5 months pregnant stripping. Yeah. And
when you say having children, it's like, yes, they were having babies, but they were not being mothers to the children. Yeah, it's like when you enter then kids into that situation, it's like, that's disgusting, honestly.
yeah.
We like, that's, you know.
So
It's
wait a
just
minute,
rough.
there's kid stuff going on OnlyFans too?
No, sorry. No, I just, there were girls who worked at strip clubs where she worked who had kids, but then were still strippers after they had kids.
Yeah.
So it'd be like, if you ask the kid, what's your mom do? Like, she goes to the club at night would be the answer, you know?
Yeah.
Wow.
It's just rough.
That is rough.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So
Fine, maybe I shouldn't have asked that question. I didn't know that was gonna be the answer.
No,
sorry.
it's fine.
Sorry. I mean, just to like,
yeah.
she like,
bro, it's the reality.
Up to 5 months, like could strip. And then, but it was just, for me, that was weird to see, you know?
Yeah.
But
For sure.
yeah.
So did you do the marriage courses together?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah. We actually did marriage counseling.
Okay.
And then we did all
How did that
marriage
help
courses.
you? Tell me how this helped
Oh,
you.
it was great. We've obviously from that lifestyle, we had so many overts against each other. Or
Overts are transgressions that you do against somebody else.
like bad things that you do
Yeah.
towards
things.
something.
Yeah.
And you know, we just had so much of that, and just even still, like 4 years later, like a lot of it was still there in our marriage specifically, and so it was great. Just
And
Cleaning
one
up the
thing,
past.
cleaning up the
exactly.
past,
And it's like, even though like for the past like 4 years, honestly, we both kind of like straightened up, like boom, like instant ethics change.
Clearly.
Yeah.
Literally.
on an individual level, we were doing great.
Yeah.
Just marriage wise.
Yeah, but we still had all those, you know, we're at like 9 years now together. We had that whole 5-year history of all of the things that we had done to each other and in relation to each other that were wrong, that were still sitting there bothering each of us, right?
Oh.
So like actually getting all of that kind of just out in the open was like, I mean, it just kind of like getting the relief of all that was like
Yeah, it was great.
magical. Yeah.
That's so beautiful.
Yeah.
So when did you do the marriage counseling?
We did it like a month ago, right?
Mhm.
At this point.
Yeah, we just did it.
Yeah.
Great. That's
Yeah.
so beautiful.
Yeah.
How did it help you with your children and being with your kids, and
Yeah.
how did it change?
Well, I've had this on multiple actions that I've done in Scientology, but it was like more so on this where I was like, I should probably wear my hat more as the wife and the mom and not constantly be trying to like, okay, I love working, so I don't want to like, you know, it's great if you work, but for me, I was just like, I always thought of stay-at-home moms like as like, I was like, ugh, I don't want to do that. That's, I guess, a lazy thing to do, but it's really
It is
not.
pushed. Somehow it is pushed in the society when it's one of the hardest things you could do.
Yes. Yeah. And so I basically just confronted that. I was like, I really should wear my hat as the wife and the mom more. And yeah. So
That's amazing.
and then we made the decision yesterday that is what I'm going to do.
Oh
So,
my goodness.
Yeah, it was great.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
your children are going to benefit so much from that.
yeah,
Yep.
I'm excited.
So beautiful.
Yeah.
You know, raising our children, it's like they're the next generation.
Yeah.
Such a beautiful investment.
Yeah. Yeah. And previous to like all the auditing that I've done, like I was definitely in the mindset of like, they'll figure it out themselves. Like they make their own decisions. Cause like for me as a kid, I was like, there was nobody who was going to tell me what to do. So it was just like, it was just a confused thought. So I was like, they're going to be the same. They're going to do whatever. I don't need to be there to like parent them. And that's just not that for now. That is not my viewpoint. I'm like, no, I can definitely be there, help them, you know.
That's so cool.
Yeah. So.
Okay. And then so I was just wondering, because you said you also did the marriage courses afterwards.
Yeah.
So, you know, Aaron and I obviously were married too, and we have done the marriage courses, but how did that help you?
It gave me a lot of data on how to like interact with your like husband.
Yeah.
Just in a way that actually keeps things going in the right direction. So, I mean,
that.
even just that, like just how to communicate with your partner.
Which is such
It's
a big
huge
deal,
thing.
right?
Yeah.
Because otherwise there can be lots of fights.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah, definitely.
So you guys been married for how long now? Or you've been together for 9 years, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Together for a long time.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is there anything that you have applied since finding Scientology that has helped you both to, you know, keep that relationship alive and moving forward successfully while also having children, while also being business owners?
Yeah. For me, like it was really just putting ethics in on my life was like the thing that actually fixed it, because I was constantly like, and just taking responsibility for every choice I had made. Because before that, I was like constantly blaming Bradley. Like I was like, he was the why. He was the reason why I was like stripping. I was like, you know, it was just
Kind of true.
It was. I mean, it's
true.
kind of true, but it's also.
But no, but of course, like at the end of the day.
Yeah.
But still, but you know.
Yeah. So
It was me.
There was obviously that factor. He has his own responsibility point, but for me, I'm like,
Oh my gosh.
like he wasn't the only reason. I also just decided. To,
Of course, I mean, you also
You know,
asked him,
like-
right? I guess, like.
Yeah, which was also super messed up. The fact that I couldn't make my own decision. I had to like ask him like so much stuff. Like now when I look back, I'm like, oh my God, like I couldn't even just make my own decision of like, this is what I'm doing. So yeah, it's just helped a lot.
Okay, good.
I have a question with like, I will say in the business side, right? Like for me, Whitney is like I mean, like, I don't know. I could have failed so many times, like by myself, right?
Yeah.
And the role that Whitney played has been so so many different points of like saving the business from bankruptcy, like, you know, things like that, right?
Yeah.
Like just small pieces. No, I'm kidding. So, but there's also, of course, like in the relationship part, like talking things over and like things like that. So there's so many pieces that I think the wife plays in the business. So of course, like you're going to go on to this, you know, full-time kind of stay-at-home mom. And then how do you think that's going to play out like in the business? Like,
Yeah.
I don't know who the
Well, the thing. So I'll start. So the thing that Ashley's been doing is she's been running the HR and the marketing piece. So our marketing at this point is a machine. It is like it is an unstoppable freight train of like it's a machine that gets attention for our business. So she built that.
This, no?
Yeah.
You created that.
Yeah,
Yes.
with the help of Bradley. Bradley's very involved in marketing.
Yeah. I'm the face, but she has actually built the back end of how it goes. Like I spend like an hour a week on marketing. I go in, I shoot my videos, and I'm like, peace, guys. Like, I hope these do really well. And then they handle everything. It's literally a machine, you know, that saves me time, but still gets us a ton of attention. In addition to that, she's also built up the people side of our business so that we basically are surrounded by just like a key group of people, and then another tier of people beyond them, of people that we trust, who she is basically vetted over time. And like, we just have given them more and more responsibility to where they're basically almost like a part of our family, you know? And so like the fact that she's put that there we kind of just realized yesterday when we were talking about it, we're like, there's not really anybody we need to watch at this point. Like we trust them to watch the other people. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And she put all that there. So of course there's still like, I can't imagine she's ever just gonna like see something that's like wrong and just ignore it. Right. There's always that point of like spotting, like, you know, that I think like the wife or the like lead woman always kind of like carries that responsibility of like spotting the people who are like, what's he doing? Yeah. You know?
It has a sense.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, kind of almost like a BS detector or no BS type of viewpoint. That's how I would answer the question is like, she set it up so that this can occur.
Yeah.
That's beautiful.
I agree.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I wanted to say a successful action for Aaron and I, one of the things that we've done in our marriage is to never go to bed with an upset. Like something that is...
We violated that one, Whitney.
We've definitely violated it. Okay. No. I think that's an awesome tip though.
Yeah, that's a great point.
So, and I'm telling you, like in some cases, we will have to stay up until 1 or 2 a.m. sorting out whatever it is.
It hasn't happened in a while, though.
It hasn't happened in a while.
I think it's probably
it used
been
to happen
like 3
earlier.
years or something.
It used to happen earlier in our relationship.
It's probably happened like 3 or 4 times.
Right? Yeah. But it doesn't usually get like that bad, but it has happened before. But I'm just telling you, we are like seriously like no nonsense about that rule for us. And it's something that we found out about also in Scientology. You know, making sure that you don't ever go to sleep.
I need to get the book and share it and put the quote in.
Yeah.
But I'll have to put the quote. We'll take a picture. I'm gonna quote it. But there's a secret in there. You guys, did you do a Scientology marriage or no?
Yeah.
Okay, so So if you on that ceremony, there's actually a way to solve the problem. It's not just don't go to sleep angry. There's actually how to do it. Did you know this?
It's in the minister's book. Yeah,
it's in the minister's.
I have the minister's book in my office.
Oh, okay.
So if you guys open it up, it says how you heal the upset.
Oh,
and it's.
That's awesome.
I don't have the word.
Is it acknowledging that that the husband was right?
No, okay, it is not that.
No.
I'm just kidding.
We'll put the quote. I'm gonna paraphrase it close as possible, and I'll make sure it's in the quotes in this video.
Yeah.
But it's something like heal the upset through communicating your love of each other.
Wow,
awesome.
That makes sense. That totally makes sense. That totally,
you know, instead of like, this was wrong. Instead of that, instead of like this bickering.
Yeah.
And we didn't. I hadn't read that. Like we read it, but like I forgot about it. Right? You read it, you get married. Then 3 years later, when you need it, I had totally forgotten that existed. And then at someone else's marriage, I listened to it and I go, so you actually that is the way you solve it.
Wow.
So we'll get the quote in, but it's a good thing to.
That's beautiful.
Yeah.
Dude, before like even knowing about the marriage counseling, because you get to a point, like I think everyone probably gets to this point. I'm not totally sure, but like you go from like being like, we're going to be together forever and it's going to be so awesome, to then it becomes like a confront drill, like we're going to be together forever. Like, oh my God. Like, and you're just like, I was like, there's no way. Like how this is just impossible. I don't even know. I was like, I don't even understand how people are married. And then when I talked to somebody at the church, they were like, oh, there's this marriage counseling thing. I'm like, and just doing that like totally saved our marriage and my viewpoint on that. Because I was like, there's no way I could stay married to the same person for, like, I was thinking of the next 50 years with Bradley and I was like, oh my God. Like, I mean, I love him, but like, it's a lot, you know? And so.
There's a reason we're on opposite ends of the table today. No, just kidding. We just wanted to do boys, girls. It's just how it ended up.
But no, it just helped so much and changed my entire viewpoint. And I actually like really believe in marriage now. I'm like, oh, it can work. It's just so awesome.
That's so beautiful.
Yeah.
What high school? Oh, sorry. What?
Well, one thing that I wanted to add is like, a thing that Scientology doesn't get enough credit for, and really L. Ron Hubbard doesn't get enough credit for, is putting the simple handlings and technology there in writing to save the family unit. Because the family unit just like religion, like we've talked about before, the family unit is under attack on this planet.
It is.
Like this is a known datum. This isn't just like a Scientology thing. This is like,
birth rate is
it's
like
a
way
Christian
down
thing.
statistically.
Yeah.
Everything.
Oh,
Yeah, it's like all major religious people acknowledge this. It's like Muslims, Christians, Scientologists, like Mormons. They all know. They're like, oh wow, there's a growing movement out there that's trying to destroy the family unit.
Yeah.
Now, the thing that Scientology adds, which is actually a new factor, is a technology for actually resolving the things that rip a family unit apart. Right? Like the overts we talked about, the transgressions against your partner, and actually how do you not continuously do those again and again and again? Like what's the solve, you know? Like there's actually a solution for that.
Right.
So anyways.
There are reasons that you continually do it over and over and over.
Yeah.
That's
and
right.
Scientology has the actual technology to be able to help you to be able to get rid of those.
Yeah, because exactly. And I'm like thinking of all the things where that's happened for me, like the things that I couldn't stop doing. Then all of a sudden I handle it with a piece of Scientology technology. Then I don't have to do it anymore. And I'm like, where did that urge even go? It's gone. And I know that's real to everybody here. So, the thing, I forgot where I was going to go with that. I agree. Yeah. There's something that's going to come back to me on that. It's a huge thought like this big. Anyways, it's fine.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Okay, so I was wondering, did you grow up with any kind of faith?
Yeah. My family was Southern Baptist.
Oh, okay.
So, we went to church every Sunday. My parents actually are Christians. Like they really apply the things that they learn. So
That's beautiful.
yeah, it's great. But yeah.
Did you ever get into it at any time in your life?
I tried to multiple times. It just never fixed the problem for me. I will tell you, I would do, what is it called? Like, you know, where you drink like the fake wine and eat the bread.
Communion.
Yeah. It's like, I think you basically are forgiven for all your sins. And you make like a new, you know.
And you do a confession too.
No, that's only Catholics.
Just Catholics.
Yeah.
Oh, Catholic.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Because Catholic. Yeah, okay, fine. Keep going.
Okay. Yeah. So you would make a new decision to not continue sinning. And I actually like that. It's not a bad thing. It just never really handled the core problem for me. I would make a decision and be like, I absolutely don't want to keep doing whatever this is. But then I would just have to do it. It was just so, Scientology is really what actually helped me handle those things and make me stop.
Can I ask you a question that actually I've never asked you before?
Yeah.
Do you think if you had known about Scientology while you were a Southern Baptist, would Scientology have made you a better Southern Baptist?
Definitely. Yeah, I totally don't want to on other religions. I think Christianity is great. But for me, it just never solved the core problem. Yeah.
Yeah. I honestly think
Makes
it's so different because, my grandma and the whole, all our family, right? Catholic, right?
Yeah.
And there is that, you do the confession and then you do
you do something.
crackers
Yeah.
and thing, right?
Yes.
It's both. The communion involves that. And I didn't know there was another way.
Right.
Because it would make sense. I guess someone decided I don't want to tell my stuff, and then they made a new branch. How does that work?
Right.
How?
That's right.
When did it? Anyway, I know this is a totally off topic, kind of, but that's I'm so shocked.
Yeah.
I thought that would be part of it.
Yeah.
But no, that's just not. It's not at all. There's no confession at all in any type in Southern Baptist.
No, well, not just Southern Baptist. I was raised Lutheran, and in Luther, basically any non-denominational church or Baptist church, Lutheran church, all those different denominations that are not, they're Christian but they're not Catholic. Almost none of them do a confession.
No, not at all.
Which is actually, I would I get canceled for this? No, but it's a bit of a shame because there is a relief factor to being able to tell someone, I did blah. There's definitely there's a reson that's existed for. Yeah, that's right. Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah. I remember when I would get caught doing things by my parents, afterwards I felt so much better. Like I remember being like sent to my room for 3 days, but in those 3 days I felt great. Like I was like, at least somebody knows. Like, and I never knew what that was, but now I know. Like it's very beneficial to just tell somebody. You know?
Yeah. So you have 2 beautiful kids.
Yeah.
And they're 3 and
1.
1.
She just turned 1 like a couple days ago. They're awesome.
Wow.
Yeah.
So do you have a nanny right now?
Yes, we do.
Because you're here right now.
Yeah. So our 3-year-old goes to school.
Okay.
And then the 1-year-old, somebody watches her for most of the day.
All right.
Obviously that's going to change a little bit now, but
Right.
yeah.
Okay.
She's great.
Yeah, and on the point of like the moving to being like more of a full-time mom and wife thing, Ashley literally said the other day, she was like, it feels like I work and then I get a paycheck and then I give that paycheck to the people who watch my kids so that I can go to work and get a paycheck. She's like, but I'm also then not spending time with my kids. And she's like, and I don't like the thing about somebody who's good at their job as an executive is they will work themselves out of needing to do any actual work.
Right.
Right. So often she'll be like, well, I'm done for the day because everything's done and everybody's handling everything. So I'm going to go get my nails done. And I'm like, okay, great. Like
I
the
feel
stats
really
are up
bad
fine.
about that. So yeah, but like when we were like more like in the beginning stages, I was constantly
Of
like,
course.
it made
That's the way it is.
Yeah, it made sense to be there. And now it's like I, check up on a couple things, and then I'm like, okay, now everyone's handling everything. What the hell do I do? So yeah.
Makes
And then we can
sense.
talk about this homeschooling, guys.
Yeah.
Let's talk
Okay,
about
yeah.
homeschooling because when did it change from the family raises a child to you give up your child and tell the government that your child should be raised and given
Yeah.
values by the government? Like, when did that change? Does anybody know?
I can give it.
I think
I
the
know
early
it is.
80s, I think, right?
I don't know, but
How?
I
It
think
probably,
it's
it probably
growing
coincides
up.
with driver's licenses.
Wait,
Are you being
what?
serious? What is
No,
that?
is that
Yes.
actual data?
What?
Like we're
Yes.
just giving false data over
No, seriously. You know that the penalty in Florida anyways, for a kid dropping out of high school is they won't be able to get a license until they're 18 rather than when they're 16.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, so as the government gets more things that they issue you a permission to do something, then they can take that away if you don't do what they want you to do, which part of that is be in school till you're 18. That's like a thing that's needed. Or graduate, I guess, would be the alternative
Yeah.
to that. But I have to assume that, I mean, it's just literally like a, hey, let us dictate what your kids are learning because obviously it's just a we know better than you type thing from my viewpoint.
Yeah, I think it's just there's this thing that's called the PSYOP, the psychological.
I love this term.
Wait, what?
Right? Have you heard of this? You guys don't know about this?
No.
Nope.
You
A
must not- you must not be on
PSYOP,
the
it's like this
platform.
conspiracy thing, but it's like,
Yeah.
it's basically a mind war game where they're tricking you into doing things. Like the
Yeah.
government or like, I don't know, whoever person is telling you this is how things should be.
Yeah.
And I just think schooling is so, I always kind of, I think some universities are amazing and you could go and learn good things. You're going to make great connections and things like
Yeah.
that. But generally speaking, I don't endorse like a university education. Not today where you can learn so much stuff online, everything else. Like,
Yeah.
and the government dictates you can't be a doctor unless you go to university. That's a government directive. Not like, could you learn medicine without going to university? Of course, if you wanted to, but it's not allowed, right? As you're saying, like as the government forces you to do things, that's where you get into troubles.
Yeah.
And so if you're like, well, you have to go to university to treat somebody, well, because one person was a terrible whatever and hurt someone. But the truth is, who decides the university curriculums?
Yeah.
Drug companies, the lobbying, like there's such a slippery slope there. And it wasn't until recently when I thought, why are we sending our kids to the school?
Yeah.
Like unless you don't trust yourself and you don't want your children to learn your values, right? Because if you have good values, you have good work ethic, you are the role model you want your kids to be, why wouldn't you be the one to teach them?
Look, if somebody's going to mess the kids up, it might as well be us.
Yeah.
Right. It's true.
So I don't know, guys.
I wanted my version of screwed up,
I
not
think-
somebody else's. And as Aaron so famously said on my podcast, which you should go and watch, I don't want them turning into, my girls turning into boys
That's true.
when they're at school.
Oh my gosh.
He said that on my podcast.
I think honestly where it
That's
started
rough.
though was like basically making it like a thing where like stay-at-home moms were like you're not working, like
That's true.
you're not like trying to like chase a huge career. And so then women started working, and then it's like my mom, like there was no other choice. Like she was the one who made all the money for our family. So we went to school because I mean, what else were we gonna do? You know?
Right.
So
10 kids is a lot.
yeah. 10 kids is a lot. Yeah. It's a lot. Yes. My mom did she did not I did school from home in high school. Let me just, because she
My understanding is you were left at home, not homeschooled.
I was left at home basically. Yes. The goal was though to protect me from like the crazy shit going on. So that the intention was really good. Like my parents were definitely trying to protect me.
That's 16.
Okay, I have a question.
When you're 16.
I have a
was all
question
in high
directly
school,
related
yeah.
to this. Have you ever done drugs?
No,
Anything
I've never wanted.
other than Tylenol? LOL. Sorry.
No.
Go Southern
Yes,
Baptist.
I've done
Go Southern
like
Baptist. Thank you. Thank you, Southern
yes,
Baptist
ibuprofen,
parents.
you know, that kind of stuff. But no, never drugs. My parents, weirdly, my parents are a little different. I love them, but my parents, for fun, we would go on mugshots and look at the person that, like, the first time they got arrested for some kind of drug, and then the many after, and the way they aged, dude. Like,
Well, tell
that,
the game. Tell
to
the game.
be totally honest, that's what made me never want to do drugs. I was like, absolutely not, because literally within a year, like somebody on meth looks like a totally different person.
Tell them the
And,
game.
We should do that game live on this
Yeah,
show.
tell them the
No,
game
I
you
mean
would play.
it was what?
Didn't you play a game with guessing?
Yeah. My mom would pull up the picture, and then she would be like, guess how old they are, and like we would guess, and then we would actually look at like the record, and it was like always wrong, you know?
Did she work in that area? How did she even have this idea?
No, I think so. I mean, my parents
Very inventive.
We
Okay,
should do
so
that. Yeah.
here-
I really recommend everyone to do it with their kids.
Yeah.
I think how
I
she got
agree.
into it was like my parents did foster care.
Okay.
They had 3 kids of their own. I'm one of them. They did foster care with the intention of just helping kids, like in the interim before they get adopted. Obviously, by the time they came up for adoption, they had been with us for like 3 years, 5 years. Like they weren't leaving. Like
Right.
it's so weird. So we ended up, my family adopted all of them.
Wow.
But my mom would sometimes look at their biological parents' mugshots. I think that's how she got into it. Like she was just like, you know, where are they living? How they, you know, so. But then
she
I think
wanted to make sure none of her kids ever had that too. You never got into that.
yeah. So, and I think then she just saw like, wow, this is crazy. Like I need to show my kids. Like, so a little bit of a kind of messed up game, I think, but very effective.
I
Like,
think
I
it's a
never
great
wanted
game.
to do drugs.
That's an
I was
amazing
like,
game.
Absolutely not. So
Okay.
yeah.
Wow.
I've done a PG version of look up people with no teeth or messed up teeth and show them like to get my children to brush
Yeah,
their
yeah,
teeth. You know,
yeah.
like this is what your teeth are gonna be like. You know what I mean? I've done that one.
Of course.
But now mugshots of people on meth, that's amazing.
Dude, our daughter makes me brush my teeth. She's like, if I'm in the bathroom and she's like brushing, she goes, brush your teeth. And I'm like, oh, God damn. I'm like, I need to leave, but fine, I'll brush my teeth. But no, the on the mugshot and homeschooling thing, it really is like kids are gonna like they're gonna go through learning via trial and error, as we all have to.
Right.
Right. So for me, it's like somebody put this on the X platform once. It's like kids will say and come up with crazy ideas. They'd be like, "Oh, I should light this house on fire." Like literally, my daughter, but it's a kid. It's an innocent idea. She had a lighter in my truck. She had a lighter. Listen to this. She had a lighter in my truck. She knows fire comes out of a lighter. She can't do it because it's kid proof. And she's like waving it around. She's like, "Look, Dad, it's a fire truck. Fire plus truck, fire truck." Right? But it's like
How does
schools.
that brain on the house though?
Well, listen. So schools and the wackos in schools who are in having to, like, because there's people who are assigned to deal with the mental health of kids at school, right? The guidance counselor, they're psychs, bro.
Yep.
They're either psychiatrists or psychologists, and they will take these crazy originations, which are look, it's a fire truck. Oh, maybe I want to kill my sister. It's like a thing that a kid will say. No, the kids will say that when they're mad. They'll be I'm going to kill you.
Let me give you a real example.
Yeah.
How we give a real example.
Okay, good.
So Florida has a lot of beautiful, amazing things. One thing that is, I think, very bad, one of the worst policies we have is called the Baker Act.
Yes.
There you go.
Okay, you guys are familiar with the Baker Act.
That's right.
There is a documented case. So there's something like 100,000 kids Baker Acted a year. Okay, like a lot. Okay, and they're drugged, and it's really a tragedy. But an example of that
graph that goes like that from like the late 1990s.
So I want to give you a real example of how that occurs to see like what these counselors are tasked to do. So there's a little child who just came over from another country, let's say Russia or whatever, some other country.
This is a true story.
This is a true story.
She came from Russia.
And they go to school, and let's say the kid is, I don't know, 7 years old or 8. I don't remember the exact age. And the kid kicks the teacher, like kicks the teacher in the shin. Yeah. And the teacher goes, that kid is trying to kill me, or whatever. Like, like that person is a danger.
Yeah.
So they call up the police and say this kid, and they put the child into the Baker Act because what happens is the child doesn't even speak English. So they go and they say, are you trying to hurt the teacher? And the kid goes, whatever. I don't like, huh? Niet, da, whatever. Like they don't understand. And they go, okay, well, there you go. You filled out the questionnaire the right way for you to get Baker Acted. Yeah. That kid gets taken up from the parents. And unless they know exactly the fine print how to fight for their kid, that child stayed in psychiatric care for 7 days.
Oh my God. Wow, that's...
Yeah.
So that's Baker Act.
Without the consent of the parents.
Without the consent. And no, the parent was there in 3 hours, but the kid is gone.
Yeah.
And they could not get their kid out of the facility for 7 days.
So against the consent of the parents.
Against the consent.
Yeah. So the point I was making is kids will
By the way,
say...
hold on, I have to say. No, sorry.
Please.
If that happens to someone or that you know, please, there is contact CCHR. There is a hotline and...
Or just respond and we'll put you in touch with
but it might be too slow. We might not answer. Like you need to go to CCHR and actually call CCHR Florida because they have a way you legally can, if you they have the law and they understand the law, and they'll say, you send the letter in this fashion, you do this thing, and you can get your child out immediately. Yeah. These guys are literally afraid of CCHR.
Yeah.
Because if they don't follow the law, they get sued. Normally for one mother, I need my child, they go, ha, 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 and they take them anyway. But they go, here's CCHR, here's the law, I know what to do. If you don't release them, we're going to get... They get released like that.
Yeah.
So please call CCHR Florida if you have a child with Baker Act. That is, it could be massive. So.
Yeah. So here's the point I was making. Is like a kid will say, look, I'm a T-Rex, right? Yeah. Like, whatever. Sure. What's occurring in schools is a little girl will say, I'm a boy, or some origination, right? And instead of just being like, haha, funny, it's being taken as like, what did you say?
Yeah.
Because
you take this pill now or whatever.
Exactly. Yeah. And I mean that's a part of that, like, how did this happen type thing. It's like we forgot that kids are kids and they just say kid stuff.
Very creative.
They're very creative.
Always.
Yeah. And the creativity is used in a I would say in a negative way. Yeah. Converted into something wrong.
When it's not.
Yeah.
Also, that's like a very good thing.
Yeah, that's right.
Also, any like slight outpoint on a kid, like for me, I had like a hearing impairment when I was like 5. Or I don't wear hearing aids anymore. Whatever, I had to wear hearing aids, and I was always put into. My grades were fine, like A's and B's, totally good. I duplicated what was happening. I didn't like school, but I understood what was going on. When we would do standardized testing, I would always get put in this like slow group, like this group of kids that like had like learning disabilities.
Oh.
And I would do my test and like they gave us extra time in that group. It pissed me off so much that I would get put in this group because I was like, listen guys, I'm not an idiot. Like, why am I? And they're like, you're hearing impaired, so you have to. And I would do my test, turn it in. Then the teacher would be like, do you want to double check? Like, you have 2 more hours. I'm like, I don't need 2 more hours. I read, I answered, let's move on. But like every step of the way, like in school, it was always like, oh, like at a certain point, my grades did drop because I was just like, I just hated school, dude. So and at that point, it was like she needs to get on ADHD medicine. She might have ADD. My mom even brought me somewhere, and like the doctor did nothing. He asked me a couple of questions about my life, did no tests whatsoever. Like, which was even at that age, I think I was like 12. I was like, this is weird. Because he was like, you have ADD. And I was like, what do you mean? Like, you just asked me a couple questions.
Oh my goodness.
Like,
Crazy.
you didn't even like do anything. Like, how do you know? And luckily, I didn't get put on meds. So like, my mom was very upset that was the case and never brought me back. Thank God. But
Thank God, your mom's amazing.
yeah. That
How
was
did
a
she
very
know,
good decision
you know?
on her part. Yeah. So, but I feel like the school system is set up like any little out point. Like, if
Wait,
a
your
kid
mom didn't trust the science.
yeah.
She's a white right-wing extremist.
Yes.
Yeah. So,
I say that because there is no science, guys.
yeah, there's
There,
none.
there is no science. That's just, it's literally, people understand that is a propaganda.
That's right.
You need to trust the science. Trust the science means do not look into the studies. Do not read anything. Trust the science is literally a what do you call it? A paradox.
Yeah.
Because science is not there to be trusted. It's there to be used and to analyze and to reveal information.
That's right.
What was so funny is one of the questions was, he's like, what happens when you're in school and like you're listening to the teacher? And I was like, I fall asleep.
Yeah.
Like, and that's like not understanding what's going, like misunderstood word. Like I found this in Scientology and I was like, oh my God, that's what was happening to me this whole time. But he was like, yeah, you have ADD. You can't concentrate. I'm like, God, what? So, but I feel like every like little out point, like if a kid's grades drop in school, it's like automatic, like they have to be on meds.
Yeah.
Like there's no other solution.
That's crazy. And
Yeah,
that is so
it is
true. That
crazy.
is what happens these days.
Yeah.
I'm very lucky because I didn't grow up with that.
Yeah. I'm so jealous. Of
My
you.
parents, my parents were already Scientologists.
Yeah.
And I'm telling you, basically when I was having trouble in school, after school, I would go to the church. And there was this course called the Basic Study Manual.
Yeah.
And it taught me how to use a dictionary. There's also another course for kids called How to Use a Dictionary. So I did all these very basic courses, which are for like 10-year-old, 8-year-olds. And I did them and it helped me tremendously with school. And my grades were getting better. And at one point, I think I was about 11, I was still having a little bit of difficulty with I felt like really foggy.
Yeah.
In my when I was thinking and trying to solve things in math. And I told my parents and I was like having trouble. And they had me do, they were like, Whitney, well, do you want to do the purification rundown? I was like, sure, why not? So I did that when I was 11 years old. And it literally helped me clear my mind.
That's awesome.
I felt like all of a sudden I was able to think more clearly.
Yeah.
Because of, I guess, all the toxins that we have in our environment today, they were just like lodged in my tissues.
Yeah.
And I was able to get them out.
Yeah.
And that's like, as a Scientologist, I was able, it was a luxury.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Because
I know. I had I did the SRD. Like that's another like rundown that you do in Scientology. And I had my twin grew up in Scientology. And she asked me obviously questions about my life. So I told her and she was like, I just feel like I haven't like done anything crazy and like, it kind of sucks. Like I'm not going to have like some awesome story. And I'm like, dude, I wish. I wish. Like I was like, you have not missed anything. You're good. Like, yeah. I'm like, trust me, next time around that I will be the person that grew up in Scientology because I'm like, I just never, So it was interesting, but no, I'm very jealous of people that like decided to be part of a family that were Scientologists. Like, that's great. Yeah.
Thank you for all of your wonderful stories.
Yeah.
And this is, anyway, do you want to?
Yeah, so this was a beautiful podcast. Thank you so much for coming and joining us and being part of this beautiful Don't Do Nothing podcast.
Yeah.
You definitely don't do nothing.
Yeah.
And so I really appreciate you coming today and sharing your stories with everybody on the show.
Yeah, I appreciate you guys having me. It was great.
Okay.
Is there any final words you want to say to people that maybe, I don't know, whoever. What's the question? Oh, thank you. There's a question that we need to do before we finish this.
Okay.
In your own words, what is Scientology?
Oh my God. Okay. I feel like you guys should have prepped me. I mean, for me, Scientology is like it's just the only way on this planet to actually fix like any issue you're having in life. Like it's the only solution. Like there is literally no other solution. I've read many books and I was always just so frustrated. So for me, that's what Scientology is. It's like the solution to every problem you're having in life can be fixed.
That's so beautiful.
Forever. Like for eternity. not just like for 2 seconds. So yeah.
It's life-changing.
Amazing.
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
Beautiful.
Thank you.
Awesome, guys. Thank you so much. Oh, yeah. So, no, wait. Okay. So, parting words.
Yeah.
So, listen, I don't even know who the listeners are. We need to figure out who the listeners are. Like, because is it like people having trouble with their life? You trying to take it to the next level? Is it, I don't know. I don't even know. But let's just say someone you haven't met and like they've listened to this, they kind of heard your story. Hey, what are your like final parting words? What's something that if you had one message to say to the world or to somebody listening, what would it be?
I think probably that there are, some people on the planet that like see what's going on and feel kind of hopeless. I know I used to be, definitely. So there just is hope. Like I didn't think there was, but then when I found Scientology, it was just like, holy shit, like this is not the end. Like I just thought this was like it,
Mm-hmm.
So, you don't have to get in agreement with like just the constant like downward spiral of like degrading ourselves. Like, there's actually hope for going the opposite direction, like going up. So,
Right.
Yeah.
Nice. Amazing.
beautiful.
Thank you, Ashley.
Yeah.
Amazing.
I'm going to clap. I'm going to clap. Okay, excellent. Thank you.